Welcome back. Bill Clinton and those two journalists held captive for months in North Korea are on their way home at this hour. Clinton traveled to Pyongyang yesterday to seek their release. The former American president met with the reclusive North Korean leader for several hours. Clinton and the journalists are expected to land in Los Angeles in just a few hours from now, where Yuna Lee and Laura Ling will be reunited with their families. Bloomberg's Hee-Jin Koo covers North Korea for us, and she joins us now from the South Korean capital of Seoul. Hi, Hee-Jin.
Hello, Alison.
So I'm hearing that the former president spent several hours talking to Kim Jong-il. How significant is this to North Korea?
Well, you have to keep in mind, Alison, that this is the first major visit by a U.S. official, albeit not an incumbent one, in almost a decade. The last one was back in 2000, when then Secretary of State Madeleine Albright traveled to Pyongyang under the Clinton administration to meet Kim Jong-il. And what this visit entails, of course, is actually to get the ball rolling on discussions between the U.S. and North Korea after months of stalemate. Now, North Korea, so far this year, has tested its second nuclear weapon, fired more than a dozen missiles, and made provocative statements directed against South Korea, as well as the U.S. and Japan and other nations. And it walked out of Six-Nation talks, which is aimed at dismantling its nuclear weapons. Now, after all this, which experts say is aimed at pleasing or unifying its domestic audience, North Korea knows what it needs and wants is to normalize relations with the U.S. and thereby resuscitating its dismal economy.
Well, let me ask you this: how much really do we know about what was discussed? I mean, was this release really just an icebreaker to then have nuclear talks?
Well, so far the White House and the State Department are both staying mum on what was discussed. The Obama administration isn't even saying whether it gave its blessing to Clinton before he left. What they're saying is that this was purely a private mission, and Obama himself has made it clear that he wants to keep the issue of bringing the American journalists back home and the issue of nuclear, North Korean nuclear issue separate. Now, what this entailed was, of course, North Korea wanted was to get the as we said, get the negotiations started between the two nations.
You know, we haven't seen many pictures of Kim Jong-il lately. I know everyone was sort of looking to see if there's any change in his appearance because of concerns over his health. What are you hearing about his health after these talks?
Well, the only inkling that we had shots of him was still photographs, not moving pictures, as we had earlier this year.
Okay, sorry about that. We've lost the connection there.